The former Buxton Naval facility and the surrounding area has a rich and storied past, dating back to early Native Americans and through World War II, when residents were not allowed to use their home lights for fear of German U-boats patrolling the coast who would use the lights from the island to silhouette and torpedo Allied cargo ships. Located within the bounds of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore in Dare County, North Carolina, the site is approximately 1,000 feet west-northwest of the former historic Cape Hatteras Lighthouse and a mere several hundred feet from the Atlantic Ocean. The U.S. Navy continued to utilize the site as a submarine monitoring station up until 1982, at which point the U.S. Coast Guard acquired the site. Currently, there are 4 areas of investigation and remediation encompassing 50,000 square feet in the southeast area of the facility. Area 1 included a former above-ground storage tank pad south of former Building 7. Area 2 included the former boiler house structure. Area 3 included the former oil change ramp between Buildings 6 and 7. And Area 4 is located east of the entrance road near former Building 19.
This site used to be a refueling station during World War II. During that time, there were some issues with the tanks. Some fuel got into the ground, and we are currently using this product to try to clean it up.
Between February 2009 and July 2011, 4 groundwater sampling events occurred every 9 months. Following the 4th sampling event, hydrocarbon concentrations were still above NCDEQ groundwater quality standards in several of the monitoring wells. Since the 2011 monitoring event, all buildings on site had been removed, and over the course of the next 9 years, long-term monitoring continued. 2 of the wells were shown to have elevated 1-methylnaphthalene levels.
We've been investigating this site since it closed down in the early 2000s, but we have hopes in cleaning this site up in the next 2 years.
Although the site has been under long-term monitoring and monitored natural attenuation has been in process, the exceedances warranted additional remediation efforts. In the process of a thorough evaluation of viable remedies, the responsible party specified PetroFix micron-scale liquid carbon amendment to be applied to quickly and effectively address the contaminant levels and achieve their site goals of NFA.
We looked at air sparging and thermal treatment for this site. Both of those were particularly cost prohibitive, but also logistically prohibitive, because you need energy on the site, which requires going through contracting and getting power poles and everything else set up. So we felt like this was the most logistically and cost-effective method that we chose from.
So Regenesis has online design software that really makes our customers design experts. This customer went online and did their own design, and they had some questions, and then I looked through that design and made some refinements on that. The design itself, what we decided to do is not go with a tight traditional design because the plume was longer and fairly large, and so with the groundwater velocities we had and the direction of flow was very well delineated, it was appropriate to come in and do roughly 6 permeable barriers across the site. They're going to attack the source, mid-plume, and stop the expansion of the toe of the plume.
The design developed incorporates 6,000 pounds of PetroFix for a total of 18,648 gallons applied using direct push injection at 86 points in an in-situ permeable reactive barrier design using 5-foot spacing between points.
We had a lot of back and forth, a lot of training that went into figuring out what we needed, how we needed to inject it, how we could inject it without having to buy different equipment than what we had.
The injections are being emplaced by a vertical injection interval of 7.5 to 13 feet below ground surface. PetroFix remediation fluid is a concentrated water-based activated carbon suspension specifically designed to treat petroleum hydrocarbon plumes stemming from bulk storage, gas station, and UST spills. Also important to the work was to document that PetroFix was successfully being injected and distributed through the subsurface. By using Regenesis's detailed documentation on applying PetroFix, the field personnel oversaw that equipment needed for injection was obtained, such as multi-port injection tooling and flow and pressure meters, and that observation soil cores were taken pre- and post-injection on the first day of fieldwork to document PetroFix distribution at the site. Based on visual confirmation of PetroFix in soil cores or observed in monitoring wells, the field crew was able to determine if PetroFix was being successfully distributed, and if not, to make real-time adjustments to injection tooling, injection volumes, and injection pressures to accomplish the distribution goals for the project. Safe, fast, effective, and easy to apply, PetroFix is designed to specifically sorb and biodegrade petroleum hydrocarbons, diesel, BTEX, MTBE, and TPH-G. The field crew plans on closely monitoring the site and are using PetroFix on other CERCLA/RCRA funded sites to quickly reduce levels and accelerate site closure.
So far, we've been able to keep everything pretty contained. We have plans that we think PetroFix might work on other sites where we're having issues getting material to the contaminant. We've tried other materials that aren't working, and that's the hope that this will give us a different approach.